See. I don't want wahala. I don't want wahala. I beg, I don't want wahala. See. They be king. Eat it craze. I dey go chop. Come back, we do this video, okay? Period. I am back with another video. Listen, today's video is going to be about the beautiful, gorgeous, drop that right there. Ooh, that's one beautiful girl, Ari Lennox, okay? We, of course, are going to be pulling the knowledge that we're going to learn today from my book, drop it, boo, The Return of the Divine Feminine. And so we're going to use that to do what we call an energetic reading from a healer, okay? So all of this is done out of love. Always, whenever we do a video like this, always remember, we're not tearing anybody down, we're not gossiping, we're not breaking anyone down. This is just basically me using my gift to make a energetic assessment on what I see. And then also today's going to be a little bit different because I told you guys with Marjorie Harvey and Laurie Harvey and all that what I saw. Today I'm going to tell you what I see, but I'm going to also share something that will also help elevate this young woman that we are talking about today. And we're talking about energetically, okay? The other thing that I want to talk about is, listen, y'all. Ooh, I be talking. Listen, we are 249 people deep. Okay? 249 people deep. That means 249 people thought it was worthy to click the subscribe button on the information that we're sharing here. And when I say we're, because this is our community, we're building this community. You, me, and all 249 of y'all, we are building this community. And what I see happening at the 1,000 mark, I want to do like a virtual party. At the 10,000 mark, I want to do a meetup, a subscribers meetup. At the 20,000 mark, I want to invite you guys to the wellness center. I want you guys, maybe those who are interested in doing a 24-hour detox shut-in, come on in, see what it's like to feel the gongs playing and the sound bowls going, and what does it feel like to have a tuning fork applied. All of those things. I want to invite my subscribers into my world, and I want to be able to do that. So growing is going to be extremely important. So liking, commenting, and sharing is important. And I already got my 3 moderators from doing that, liking, comment, and subscribing. And that is Rose, Yolanda, and Crazy Lit Fam. Crazy Lit Fam, I found on TikTok, and she's always in my comments. She's full of good energy. She has her own business. Actually, if I can figure out what the business name is, I'm going to drop it in the description below because we want to support each other. Okay, that's what we do over here. But that's our tribe. That's what I see going for us. That's where I see us going. Share the information, like it, watch it, comment, and I'm growing and changing. I know last week we had 89,000 impressions. That means that YouTube found it fit, to share our video 89,000 times. I mean, 89,000 times YouTube put it on someone's timeline and they purposely promoted it. Not with any ads, because I'm not paying for ads here. We're growing organically. I'm not rushing anything here. So, but here's the problem that we realize is that the titles and the thumbnails are extremely important. So it doesn't matter how many times the YouTube is pushing it out there. If we don't get the titles right and the thumbnails right, then we won't be able to get the people that are supposed to be here with us, the tribe. And so I'm learning and I'm growing, and you guys will see that happening. A few changes when it comes to thumbnails and titles and all that, just so that we can find our tribe organically, of course. Getting it right is what we want to do. Now, that I said all that, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. I honor each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Let's get into Ari Lennox. So, Rose on my last live told me, and it was just something that I felt in my spirit. I was like, because there's a song that she has out that I love. I actually have a video that I did, and I think the beginning of that video is the pressure song. Get in how you live when you apply that pressure, love upon it, nibble on it. I don't know the words, but I love that song. The reason why I love that song is there's a sensuality piece to that, but it's also a part of that song that she's asking for what she wants and she's unapologetic about it. Nibble on it. She's telling him what she wants, and she's not doing it in a over overt sexual way. She's doing it in a way that is it's very grounded. It's upfront, it's straightforward, it's telling you what she wants. She's using that femininity and expressing it. Whoever the songwriter is on that is like out on that one. And then Ari, her energy just brought it to life, because here is the first part of this video that I realized about this young lady. Go ahead, drop her, drop her. Oh, drop her. She is one beautiful girl. Um, Not only is she beautiful, stunning, okay, but she is completely in touch with this softer side of of the what is it? It's the cadence when she speaks. Cadence is extremely important, okay? Cadence is it's how you say something and the rhythm into which you say it. And this is why I try to tell women is that when you're looking at femininity, it's just not about putting on a red dress or a pink dress and fully and it does not. Femininity is huge. We explore it here in my books, we explore it here on this channel, and to get to the meat and potatoes of it all, the stuff that really matters. When Ari Lennox speaks, even when she yells, she has a cadence that she remembers that she's a woman, and the cadence is in the rhythmic way of speaking. It's rhythmic. It's very aware. She's aware of the words. Even when she's cussing, she's aware of the words. She's aware of the flow. She's aware that there is a musical way to a woman speaking. And when there is a musical way into which a woman is speaking, it grabs the attention. It's sensual in nature. I want to play this clip right here, and I want you guys to see what I mean when I say there is a rhythm to the way she speaks. She remembers she's a woman, okay? But she is allowing that passion to come forward. She allows there to be a little bit of jokiness. She allows there to be a little bit of sternness, but there's also this feminine flexibility in the cadence into which she says what she says. Go ahead, run that, and we'll be right back to chat.
One day, when the fucking money comes, it's gonna come.
So in that particular clip, let me just ask context to that particular clip, okay? Apparently, someone has said, she doesn't have a side tooth or something like that, and somebody asked her when she was going to get the side tooth. So she came back and said, she checked the person, and she said whatever she said, and she walked away to get herself something to drink, because in that particular video, getting herself something to drink is one way to calm her nerves down, okay? And we're going to talk about that in just a second. So, when you are hearing her sing, okay, she's not just aware of the notes. She's not just aware of the words. She is aware of her delivery. Whenever she is saying something. I watched a video with her and Summer Walker. I don't know if we can find that video, but her and Summer Walker were doing some sort of interview live something. And they were chatting. And Summer was asking her questions, in person questions, feminine questions, personal questions. And the way Ari would say, "Oh, no way. For real? Really?" It would be a really, she would push that energy down into her belly and then pull it back up. And the reason why she would pull it down, really? No way. No way. That is cadence. The way she says it. No way. She's putting feeling in that. And when she allows that feeling to be put into that statement, that of course is then traveled to the person receiving it, and it's received as being sincere. So, and this is why I wanted to do this video, is because what she does is sincere. And when it's sincere, people can vibe with that. People know when something is fake. They know when something is not real because everything has a vibration. Even a lie has a vibration. The truth has a vibration. You can feel it. You can feel what she's saying because she's aware that her delivery is a part of her personality. Ari has realized that her delivery has become a part of her personality, and it allows her to be received as being sincere. Being sincere. I just did it. You saw that? Being sincere. I pushed the words down into my belly to give it a little bit more of a vibrato, right? And bringing it up through the throat, right? It allows that word to resonate when it hits the eardrum. What does it feel like? Because the truth has feeling. Authenticity has feeling. And Ari is a ball of feelings. Authentic feelings. Whether we agree with them or not, this woman is a sensual magnet. Let me go ahead and play this, and then we'll come back and then we will chat. Go ahead.
It's like, damn, I really must care about you, because I know I'm single as fuck, but I don't feel it, and I feel very weird potentially entering into something else. I can't even fucking imagine it. I can't see it. I've got a song I've written. I'm uncertain, but certain. I ain't talking about no fuck-ass songs. I'm talking about fucking. And I'm talking about love. Now you get the hell out of here with your productivity. We're not talking about fucking productivity and careers and success and getting money. We're talking about the present. Love. Sex.
I want to go a little bit deeper about what I mean when I say she's a sensual magnet, okay? Because she is feeling everything, because she is feeling even her words, even when she says, we're not talking about sex. We're talking about romance. 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 When she says that, the words are traveling throughout her body, and it allows it that rhythm that I'm talking about, okay? The rhythm that I am talking about. Do you see that? That is from me is trained, but to you so that you can hear when you look at somebody like, why is she so magnetic, or why is that person so sensual? Why? Because it's the way they do things, right? So let's go back to Ari when she says, we're not talking about that. We're talking about love. We're talking about romance. We're talking about making love. See that? Making love. It travels throughout her body, and then it adds credence to what I'm saying about she feels everything. She's a bunch of feeling emojis. But here's what you're going to learn about this video. It's not enough to be completely sensual. Okay? Being completely sensual, feeling everything, okay? Feeling everything, things that you say, feeling your environment, everything that's around you, completely being aware and feminine, wearing the outfits. I want to play just keep flashing it. I want you to flash a few pictures here. Boom. So just to kind of add a little bit of context to what I'm saying, um, when it comes to sensuality, it's not enough to just be completely feeling everything that you say and everything that you do. Being aware, self-aware, is 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 one of the divine superpowers, right? We talk about that in the Four Winds of Femininity in my book. Okay, but there's a piece that is missing from women who are completely feeling beings, and I want to share two pictures really quickly. You guys, excuse me, I'm talking through my throat, and so sometimes if you notice in my videos when you see me doing this and talking like that, is because I'm pushing the sound outwards. I've been struggling with my voice lately, but see that. But anyway, so there's two women that are completely feeling magnets, and I want to share some parallels so that you guys can learn something today. Let's go ahead and put this woman up here. Okay, We love her too, right? We love her too. Let's go ahead and put this woman up here. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you would probably think that these two people are two totally different people completely. But I want to challenge you. This young lady, Keisha Cole, she is a feeling woman. She is a feeling woman. She is aware about those in her environment. She will probably care for people longer than they need to be cared for. She'll probably give people a little bit more chances than they need to have, because she has a desire to want things to be well. And the other part of that is that she feels, she feels, um, and sometimes feelings can be overwhelming. So you become emotionally charged, okay? Same here with my girlfriend here. Two totally different people, right? But energetically, these two beings, they are vibrating on the same frequency as it relates to feeling, all right? How they interpret what it is that they feel, how they interpret and how they react with what they feel. So you might think again, Karima, what in the world does Keisha Cole and Ari Lennox have in common? I'm telling you that energetically these two beings are expressing what they are feeling. And sometimes when they express what they feel, yes, it's authentic, yes, it's real, but you are going to get it how they give it. Period. The other part of that is not only are you going to get it how they give it, okay, and it's going to be real, sometimes it can be a little bit emotionally immature. Now, that is not a dig. That is not a, I want to teach you something here, okay? When I say emotionally immature, and these two people are completely different ages, I want to teach you something here when I say emotionally immature. And being emotionally immature is not a bad thing. It's just that the way you've dealt with the trauma in your life has determined your perspective on things, right? And so you haven't developed that level of how to deal with those things that you feel. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, okay? Um, I want to teach you something. When it comes to being emotionally immature, a lot of emotionally immature people have experienced a lot of trauma in their lives. A lot of trauma that they have not been able to work through or get past. And some of them are making decisions, even after all of that trauma, that kind of reinforces their beliefs. And so their perspective doesn't change much because it's like every time something happens, it just reaffirms what they thought they already knew, what they thought they already knew. And so these people end up feeling lonely, no matter how great they are, no matter how much they give, no matter how much they give to people, no matter how much they get in return, it's still not enough because the way they see the world is that it's never enough. It's never enough. Energetically, it's never enough. How much talent this young lady has? Drop her back over here again. This young lady is talented beyond measure. But Rose told me, one of my moderators, Rose told me that this young lady thought about quitting the music industry. She wanted to get out of her contract. I believe she's with J. Cole right now. But she wanted to get out of that contract because she wasn't happy. And she doesn't feel like she's where she needs to be. And then when I searched online, I realized that this is not something, I think it was a Soul Train award she really wanted to get. She felt in her mind, the Shea Butter Baby album, which was fantastic, by the way, she really wanted to be recognized for that, right? And she didn't feel like she was recognized. And these are she's an artist, so she's allowed to feel because she knows what she put into it. She knows the amount of energy and the amount of depth and all of the work that she put into it. So she knows that, but she also wants to be recognized for that. And the same thing with Keisha Cole. I saw something where there was a song, the Hours and Hours song. Keisha Cole kind of felt like, but wait, didn't we have some, didn't we, wasn't I working on that? Like, did we not talk about that? And so she felt a little bit, slighted in a way. And that's why I'm, trying to draw the parallels here between both of these people, and also give some explanation or some, explain why Ari, and this is Ari Lennox, is not this is not going to be the last time she feels like she wants to quit, or she wants to leave, or she wants to leave the label, or she's, you know, there's energetically a blockage going on. I want to put this thing here. Okay, put that there. I talk about blockages all the time, and I never really kind of get deep into it because I believe that's something we are going to evolve into, and I'll be able to teach here on this channel. And you know, I talk about energetic blockages all the time, and that's because I'm using the energetic centers as a mean to understand what's going on with the person emotionally, where they might be or where they might be stuck. And when it comes to my girlfriend here, I call her my girlfriend because she is beautiful, okay? Miss Ari Lennox. When it comes to her, I notice that there are a few blocks in several different areas, okay? And can you have a blockage and still be great? Absolutely, you can have blockages and still be great. But you'll find that there'll be some trouble in certain areas of your life, and and all of us are blocked at any one time in our lives, because that's just the way life is, right? And so here we're dealing with the roots, right? The root chakra, okay? And so all that sexual energy comes from here. That's where that sensual energy comes from. That's where that get it how you live it when you get it pressure, that's where that energy is coming from, okay? And then so when we're talking about chakras, and when we're talking about, it's the Sanskrit word meaning wheel, okay? Wheel meaning to turn. It's just talking about the energy that's moving throughout the body. You are an energetic being if no one's told you that, okay? So, you see that energy moving from the base chakra, and you see it kind of moving upward, you see it kind of moving upward, but I don't see that happening. I see a lot of wheels turning in any one place for her, but I see that there's some blockage that might have happened. Now, perhaps that's something doing with childhood, or something dealing with what she's experienced in the music industry. Either way, there is some energetic blockage that needs to be cleared up before she can feel completely free. Being completely free in your sensuality means that there's an absolute balance, okay? There's an absolute balance. There's a moment where you are absolutely sure about the gift that you are bringing to the world. You bring this big voice and you bring this big energy, but you are absolutely sure about it. Whether it flops, whether it drops, whether it doesn't, you're absolutely sure. And can no one tell you that it's wrong? You're sure, right? Now, don't get it wrong. Even being absolutely sure in something, she's still an artist, and so she still will feel when something flops. But it won't make her faint, or won't make her tap out. Although she hasn't tapped out just yet, she has expressed that that's what she's feeling, right? Um, and I believe the same thing happened to Keisha Cole, right? Hear me, what I'm saying is that energy, we're all energetic beings, and we're all operating at our own level of energetic space. And it's important for us to understand where we are, so that we can either fix an area that needs to be. This part of my book, Emotional Immaturity. And what I want you guys to know is that none of us have made it. None of us have arrived completely just yet. We're all becoming. We're all becoming. We all are becoming. I repeat, we are all becoming. Let's chat a second about emotional immaturity and what it is. Emotional immaturity is often the thoughts, ideas, and state of being feeling emotionally fragile. On the surface level, being emotionally fragile can be a learned behavior, a lack of developmental support, or untrained conflict and resolution facilities. To be emotionally fragile is best described as being emotionally unstable at times. At times, keyword at times. To be easily disrupted emotionally by one or more circumstances without considering all the facts, random mood swings relating to unrealistic expectations of others, uncertain behavior changes as a result of what is internalized as rejection, becoming angry at someone but refusing to express, and it goes on and on into what might be mental illness, etc. So that is my book, The Return of the Divine Feminine, which is available now on Amazon.com. I'm going to give you a tip, and this is the tip that I want to give to my girl, Miss Ari Lennox. If she is watching this video, or if you who are watching this video have ever experienced a moment of emotional immaturity, basically just saying that you felt vulnerable, you felt afraid, unsure, insecure, which is a part of life, darling. At any one time, you're going to feel that. Listen, last week I had it for a full 7 days, okay? It is completely normal. But what is going to get you through those moments of emotional immaturity is to understand that life is going to give you some things that you've never experienced before, ever. And it is going to challenge you. It is going to challenge you in such a way that you are building this life muscle. It is going to give it to you in a way that you've never experienced it before. And you are going to be unsure. You are going to be afraid. You are going to feel vulnerable. You are going to feel like, what in the world am I going to do next? You are going to feel that. That is called life and living, and no one gets out of it unscathed, darling. All of us are going to have some bruises and bumps along the way. I'm saying this to not just my girl Ari, but I'm saying this also to you watching, and I'm talking to myself too. You are going to have some cuts, some bruises, your knees are going to be scarred. But when you show up for yourself, when no one else shows up for you, and you stand up on your own 2 feet, and you stand in your skin, and you say, I'm a woman. When you do that, you win. You win. And I know you're probably saying winning is not important all the time. We don't want to win, we just want to weigh. But the way is showing up. That's it. The way is showing up. Allow yourself those moments of feeling unsure. Allow yourself those moments of feeling insecure. Allow yourself those moments of feeling like, wow, I am really emotionally immature right now. I don't know what to do with all this stuff that I'm feeling, right? But what you can do is show up for yourself every time, even when someone else doesn't show up for you. And the next thing that you can do is, you know how I feel about having a mentor all the time. I tell you guys, you have to have a mentor. Every guru has a mentor. You have to have a mentor. You have to have a mentor. Here's something a lot deeper than having a mentor and having someone who can show you the way, or having someone that can, cover you when you can't cover yourself. All of those things. The number one thing that you need to help develop your emotional muscle, hear me and hear me good, you need to develop a strong sense of self. Your own internal voice needs to be the loudest voice in your own head. It needs to be louder than social media. It needs to be louder than the haters. It needs to be louder than those who don't believe. It needs to be louder in missing the charts. It needs to be louder than someone telling you you can't make it. Your own internal voice needs to be the loudest voice you hear in your own head. And that takes patience and time with your own self. Give yourself those moments, but allow your voice to be stronger than any other voice that's out there. Until next time, be empowered, be inspired, and be well. Later, guys.